Hello, my friends. Today, our journey is through the great ancient empires. I ask you to leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any episode of the series, The Human Journey. So, shall we get started? Introduction. The rise of ancient empires. Long before the modern world existed, humanity rose from the dust to build something far greater than mere survival. Civilization. Amid deserts, rivers, and mountains, powerful empires were born, each leaving behind a legacy of glory, wisdom, and ambition. But behind every empire, there was also a shadow, a reminder that everything that rises must one day fall. From Mesopotamia to the pharaohs of Egypt, from Greek philosophers to Roman conquerors, human history is marked by an insatiable quest for power, control, and immortality. Each empire believed itself eternal, but time showed that even the grandest monuments can turn to dust. This is the story of the rise of ancient empires, a reflection of the human soul, which is never content to merely exist, but seeks to dominate its own destiny. Get ready, because this journey will reveal how power built and destroyed the ancient world. Topic 1. Mesopotamia, the cradle of empires. Long before the pyramids of Egypt or the legions of Rome, there was a land between two rivers, the Tigris and the Euphrates. There, in ancient Mesopotamia, humanity took its first steps toward civilization. It was where the first cities, like Uruk and Ur, were born, where men ceased to wander and learned to build, trade, and dream of the future. The Sumerians created something unthinkable: cuneiform writing, the first record of human memory. From it came laws, accounting, myths, and history. Then came the Akkadians, with their organized armies, and the Babylonians, with the legendary Code of Hammurabi, which shaped justice and social order. But greatness also brought war. The Assyrians, ruthless and disciplined, turned fear into power and expanded their dominion through blood and force. Mesopotamia was, at once, both the cradle and the battlefield of humanity. It was the place where man discovered he could create empires and also destroy them. Topic 2. Ancient Egypt, the empire of gods and pharaohs. On the fertile banks of the Nile River, an empire arose that seemed to defy time itself. Ancient Egypt, ruled by pharaohs, considered gods on earth. Egypt built monuments that still awe the world today: pyramids, temples, and colossal statues that eternalize human ambition. More than military might, the Egyptians mastered science, engineering, and the art of administration. They learned to control the Nile's floods, cultivating the land and ensuring prosperity for millions of people. Their spiritual beliefs shaped society. The afterlife was as important as the present life, guiding every action and every achievement. In Egypt, power and faith walked side by side. Each pyramid rose as a symbol of eternity. Each pharaoh left an indelible mark. And so, humanity learned that an empire is not measured solely by its conquests, but by the legacy that endures through the centuries. Topic 3. Persian Empire, the first great global empire. Amid arid deserts and towering mountains, the Persian Empire emerged, the first truly global empire in history. Under the command of Cyrus the Great, Persia didn't just conquer territories, it conquered hearts, with policies of tolerance, respect for local cultures, and innovative administration. His successor, Darius the Firster, expanded the empire to unimaginable limits, building roads, canals, and the famous postal system, connecting distant peoples and creating a true global communication network. Military strength was formidable, but the true secret of Persian success lay in organization and diplomacy, allowing such a vast territory to function like a perfect machine. The Persian Empire teaches us that true power is not just conquest, but the ability to unite, govern, and inspire. a legacy that resonates to this day, showing that human greatness can be as strategic as it is bold. Topic 4. Ancient Greece, the Empire of Thought. While empires rose through power and conquest, ancient Greece stood out for the power of ideas. City-states like Athens and Sparta gave rise to democracy, philosophy, and science, showing that the human intellect could be as powerful as an army. Philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle questioned the nature of existence, ethics, and knowledge, planting seeds that still flourish today. Greece also shone in the arts, architecture, and theater, creating legacies that have crossed centuries and inspired all of Western civilization. And we cannot forget Alexander the Great, who united cities and cultures, spreading Hellenism and expanding human horizons. In Greece, we learned that the true strength of an empire lies as much in the mind as in the sword. Ideas that defy time and transform the world. Topic 5. Roman Empire, the machine of the ancient world. From the Mediterranean to the borders of Europe, from Africa to the East, the Roman Empire rose as a true machine of power and organization. Roads that crossed continents, aqueducts that defied engineering, disciplined legions, and laws that still influence the modern world. Rome was not just a military force. It was the synthesis of human power. Art, architecture, governance, law, and military strategy working in perfect harmony. The Republic gave way to the empire, and each emperor left his mark, whether in glory or tyranny. But, like all empires, Rome also faced its demons: corruption, invasions, and internal crises. Yet, the Roman legacy remains alive, reminding us that humanity is capable of building empires that defy time, but also of confronting its fragility in the face of history. Topic 6. Chinese Empire, the eternal civilization of the East. While empires rose and fell in the West, China consolidated a civilization that would withstand the test of time. Under the leadership of dynasties like the Qin, the country was unified, creating complex administrative systems and building monumental structures like the Great Wall of China, a symbol of discipline, protection, and ambition. Chinese wisdom flourished through Confucianism and Taoism, philosophies that shaped morality, ethics, and social life. At the same time, technological and cultural advances, like gunpowder, paper, and medicine, showed that true power also stems from intelligence and innovation. The Chinese Empire teaches us that a people's greatness lies not only in territorial conquest, but in the continuity of culture and wisdom. A civilization that survived centuries, wars, and changes, leaving a legacy that echoes to this day. Topic 7. Indian Empire, the Empire of Wisdom. In the vastness of the Indian subcontinent, empires arose that transformed history not only through power, but through knowledge and spirituality. Under the Maurya dynasty, rulers like Ashoka spread Buddhism, promoting peace and tolerance across vast territories. During the Gupta period, India became a true beacon of knowledge. Advances in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and literature shaped human thought, influencing future generations. Temples, universities, and centers of learning flourished, creating a civilization that understood that lasting power stems from the mind and the soul. The Indian Empire teaches us that a people's true legacy goes far beyond wars and conquests. It lies in the wisdom passed down, the ideas cultivated, and the spirituality that guides humanity. A timeless lesson for any civilization that wishes to remain alive in the world's memory. Topic 8. Maya, Aztec, and Inca empires, the masters of the New World. On the other side of the planet, in the Americas, equally grand empires emerged, though unknown to many: the Maya, Aztec, and Inca. Each civilization developed complex societies with monumental architecture, precise calendars, and advanced agricultural systems, challenging the understanding of the ancient world. The Maya mastered astronomy and writing, creating detailed records of time and nature. The Aztecs built impressive cities and developed a rigid social organization with temples, markets, and deeply rooted religious traditions. The Incas unified mountains and valleys with roads, bridges, and efficient administration, proving that engineering and planning can conquer even the most challenging terrains. These empires show us that humanity is capable of greatness in every corner of the world, and that even isolated cultures can leave lasting legacies, eternalized in history, architecture, and wisdom that crosses centuries. Conclusion. The lesson of ancient empires. The history of ancient empires is more than dates, wars, and monuments. It is a reflection of human ambition, the quest for power, and the eternal desire to leave a legacy. Each civilization teaches us something unique. Mesopotamia showed us the strength of organization. Egypt, the union of faith and power. Persia, the wisdom of diplomacy. Greece, the power of ideas. Rome, the grandeur of engineering and law. China, discipline and continuity. India, spiritual wisdom. And the empires of the New World, innovation and adaptation. What do all these empires have in common? The proof that humanity is capable of creating entire worlds, shaping cultures, and turning the impossible into reality. But they also remind us that greatness is fleeting, and that the true lesson lies in learning from the past to build a better future. If you were inspired by this epic journey through ancient empires, don't forget to leave your like, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with someone who loves history. Every click helps keep the flame of knowledge and discovery alive. And remember, history is not just in the past. It continues to be written by us every day. A big hug, stay with God, and see you next time.